Hello everyone, this is DJ Arson with DJ Arson Gaming. What I have for you today is the Benevolent Leader trophy on Fallout 4. A lot of videos I've seen talk about how you need like a really large settlement with like 20 settlers and 15 or 16 tier 3 stores. And I actually found an easier way to do it, luckily enough, because even this way it takes a long time, but it is easier than the alternative. So what I'm going to give you is the foundation of what you'll need at first to get everything started, and then I'll show you just kind of like what I put up for the icing on the cake, just to make sure that your settlers are happy. So what you'll need is, as you can see in the upper right hand corner, happiness is at 100%. I did this at the Red Rocket truck stop. I'm sure any smaller settlement will work, but this was the one I chose. It's in the northwest area of the map. If you've been playing for more than a half hour, I'm sure you already know where it is. And what you need to do is you need to get 6 settlers, and you need to build 5 tier 3 clinic stores. To do that, you will have to have your cap collector. The cap collector perk has to be at 2, and your medic perk has to be built up as well. And these aren't cheap either. If I remember correctly, they are 1,800 caps. They're 1,600 or 1,800. And you need 5 of them. So obviously it's going to be, a good 7,000-8,000 caps. So 6 settlers, 5 of those stores, and you have to have your defense built up as well. I built 10 heavy turrets. I put them over here just because there wasn't really any rhyme nor reason to why I put them here. But it turned out that it was in my favor to do so. As you all probably know, your settlements will get attacked once in a while. Luckily enough, I got attacked like 2 or 3 times while I was building everything, and they all came from this side. So I literally heard like maybe a split second of yelling and then a couple bullets fire off and dead silence. So keep that in mind. You can just go ahead and put them up over there. I haven't seen anyone come from any place else. Other than that, you need food and water for your settlers, which for 6 settlers, you need 6 food and 6 water. So 2 little water pumps is fine. And then you want to plant mutfruit plants. You'll have 1 extra settler to go ahead and harvest those. But don't plant anything else. Only choose mutfruit, because all the other plants will only give you a half a point. And you have to have 6. And the settler only harvests so many. So you want mutfruit plants, and obviously your settler taking care of that stuff. And then you need beds. I built 7 beds. You only really need 6. I built an extra one just because I'm here, so I built an extra one for me. And as far as the basic stuff that you need, that really does it. After you build all that, a problem you will have is, if you look on the upper right hand side of the screen, there's a size meter. If that size meter is not yellow, you will never hit 100%. It'll deadlock right around 80. So you can build stuff to have that size meter go up, but building stuff takes resources. So what I did was I went to the back of the gas station and I built a whole bunch of wooden crates. They only use like 3 wood, And pretty much all that wood you can find from right around here. If you can't find it all around here, go ahead. Oops. And go to Sanctuary. There's a bunch of trees there. You can just grab it from Sanctuary and come right back. And just build wooden crates until that size meter is up in yellow. I don't think you have to have it completely filled like I do, but to be perfectly honest, I tried doing this in 3 large settlements with like 21 people, and I spent a lot of hours on it. So I wasn't really screwing around. I went ahead and just filled the bar up all the way so I wouldn't have to worry about it. As far as extra stuff you can do just to make sure that everyone's happy, I read that a bell helps out. I don't have anything to prove that. Just from what I've read in forums, a bell helps out. Plus, I like a bell because you can go ahead and ring it, and everyone will come to it. And it's a lot easier to organize people. You can click on one person, send them here. Click on the next, send them there, and so on and so forth. Other than that, I've read that settlers like decorations, so I put up a fountain, then I put some paintings up on the house, and as far as the beds go, you want the beds under a roof. You might even be able to get away with just putting them here in the gas station, but I just went ahead and built a house because I could. So I threw a door on for them, had paintings on the walls, then I put some rugs on the floor, and so after you build all that, basically what you do is A, don't leave your settlement, because from what I understand, that will hurt your happiness rating. Just sit in your settlement. I sit in my build screen just because I like having the happiness meter up there. Or at least I did when I was building it up. That way it's just on the screen the whole time. I don't think you have to be in your build screen. As long as you're in your settlement, you should be fine. So you just hang out here until your happiness goes up. And obviously after you build it up, you're going to be waiting anyways. So what I did is I built everything, then I came in here to my bed, go to sleep for 24 hours. In fact, I would suggest 2 to 3 days. And then after you sleep for 2 to 3 days, go ahead and come out, flip on your build screen, and you wait for your happiness to go up. It will take a long time. Just a fair warning. Like, no matter which way you do it, it takes forever. So you wait for the happiness to go up. Like, I started at 0 when I first started this. As soon as I added people, it went to 30. Then, after I got everything built, it jumped to 54. And then as I was going to sleep and coming back out, it jumped to in the 60s somewhere. Now, it'll jump like that up until you hit 80%. Once you hit 80%, it is going to crawl. It's going to take forever. You just have to be patient with it, unfortunately. Luckily, I'm a patient person. But as far as I've seen, this is the fastest and easiest way to do it. So you just keep going to sleep, coming back out, waiting for it to go up. Go back to sleep, come back out, wait for it to go up. Now, all that took me about, I'd say, 3 or 4 hours to, like, build everything, and then I got it up to, like, 84%, and it was getting pretty late. Like, I had to go to bed. So all I did was, you don't have to build a couch. I was just being cheesy about it. I built a couch, and I sat my dude on it, and I shut my display off, and I went to sleep. That works. It does actually work, as long as you're in your settlement, even if your dude's just sitting there. Now, I was at 84%. I went to sleep for about 6 hours, and I got back up, and I was still I was at 99%. So even after that amount of time of sitting there, it takes a long time. So even if you have like your computer hooked up to the same display, just sit your guy down and do some work, surf the internet, just let the game run. In time, it will click over for you. Just make sure that if you notice on the upper right hand side of the screen, the happiness percentage, I don't have an upward arrow now. As long as there's an arrow next to it pointing up, then you're working towards it. It takes an awful long time. So yeah, I hope this helps somebody out there save some time on that trophy, because I spent an awful long time getting it. So if you guys have any comments, go ahead and post them below. Right? Thanks a lot.